friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another recap of 90 Day Fiance, child. Next week is the season finale. We are coming down to the end. Next week is the season finale, and then they're having a two-part reunion special, child. So it's about time to close this chapter. Let me start off by saying I appreciate y'all. Thank you all for the well wishes. I was feeling kind of ill this past week, but baby, y'all make a girl feel good. Also, thank you for the love you have shown on Love After Lockups recap. Honey, y'all showed up, and y'all most definitely showed the F out. I can't do nothing with disasters. I can't do nothing with y'all. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk about this 90 Day Fiance. Let's talk about Kim and Usman, child. Let's get them out the way. It's time for Kim to take her butt back home. It's time for her to go home, child. And she has said over and over and over and over again how much she loves Usman. She's leaving knowing that she is Usman's girlfriend. Is that right, Kim? Is that the definition of girlfriend? I guess. So it's time for her to go. The producers, being the shady boots that they are, can talk about y'all gonna kiss. Y'all gonna kiss. Kim said yes, of course, yes. Usman said no. N-O. Absolutely not. She done lost her mind. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. No, we ain't kissing. See, you see people. See, we in public. I will not be kissing you in public. See, I'm soldier boy. I'm soldier to the boy. I ain't gonna be kissing no hard face, not need woman. See, that's behind the closed of the doors. Kim, that's your boyfriend. That's it, okay. So, of course, Kim, forget about it. Whatever, forget about it. I mean, I just don't understand why he don't want to kiss me in public. I mean, we still there. I mean, we've been through a lot. And he still don't want to kiss me. I mean, I got on his merch. I'm tired of Usman and I'm tired of Kim. As we see next week, Usman is talking to Zara. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about Ben and Mahogany. Ben had to be the most delusional, other than Mike, the most delusional person I have ever seen. Time and time and time again, this 50-some-year-old man have embarrassed himself and everybody that he loves. Now, as we know, Mahogany done left his butt. I mean, left him. She done went off in the middle of the night. Left him stranded. He done had to pay over $200 to get back where he came from. And then you keep talking about God put Mahogany in your heart and in your life. Honey, God laughing at you. God said, quit putting me in this. That's what God said. Because see, he told me. He told me to tell you, Ben, to quit putting him in this. He said he gonna keep on embarrassing you. That's what God said. God said he gonna keep on embarrassing you. Because see, you're hard head. A hard head makes a soft tail. See, that's what God told me. He sure did. Is that what you told me, God? Oh, he sure did. See? So he texts Mahogany. Meet me where we first had our meeting. So here goes Ben, child. Ben is over there wherever he wanted to meet up Mahogany, just hoping Mahogany would show up. She did. Now, mind you, Ben has said that he feels mentally and physically drained from all this. But yet you still want to have a relationship with this girl. Mahogany shows up. And Ben apologizes. He apologizes for not showing up for breakfast with her family. He apologizes. Mahogany didn't apologize for leaving you in the middle of the night. Honey, Mahogany was like, yeah, that's right. You was immature. You was childish. You should apologize. And just to put the cherry on top, Ben, 50-something-year-old Ben, done pulled out a stuffed animal and gave it to Mahogany. A stuffed animal Ben. You couldn't give her no flowers. You couldn't give her, some jewelry. You couldn't give her something else, but you had to pull out a stuffed animal. I said, oh, Ben. So Mahogany forgives him, accepts his apology, and Ben sees that as they're on the right track. They're building something. We're back to day one. Everything else is gone. She's going to be my girlfriend. So they go off and they're walking. And then all of a sudden, Ben's like, I love you. I love you. And he kisses her. She kisses him back. In fact, she says for an old decrepit man, he kisses very well. Mahogany, why are you kissing this man? See, this is why I can't stand neither one of them. Mahogany, you know you don't want this man. You have basically told him, I don't want you. You done left him stranded. But now all of a sudden, y'all just tonguing each other down. Mahogany come talking about she confused. Are you? Because see, the next clip that we see you two in ain't no confusion. You crack his face again. So let's talk about the next clip. So here's Ben. Ben wants to meet up with Mahogany and talk about the inconsistencies of her story. He brought up the age thing again. So Mahogany meets him. And he says, now listen here, Mahogany. See, in order for us to go, forward with this relationship, I'm going to need for you to be honest with me. See, you have to have trust in a relationship. And see, you haven't been honest because, see, you told me you was 24. And then I find out that you're 22. See, you're a whole lot out here. Mahogany said, what are you talking about? You don't trust me? What are you talking about? Then she was like, I said that? I said that? I said that. I don't think I said that. He said, oh, yes, you did. See, I got the chat. I got it. Okay, I got receipts. You said it. She was like, listen here. Okay, even if I did say it. Okay, pop me cattle. Because, see, you got some inconsistencies with your story, too. You didn't tell me about your whole ex-wife. You didn't tell me that you and your ex-wife didn't get along. See, that's important to me. But you didn't tell me that. And we done talked about this. So, here is Ben. Trying to reason with this girl. Trying to talk to this girl. Talking about how much he loves her. How he wants to move on. Meanwhile, Mahogany has had enough. Mahogany gets her coat. She's putting her arm in the sleeve, honey. Being still talking. She's like this. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Right. Mm-hmm. See, my coat's on. Ben, it's good knowing you, child. It's good seeing you, but you getting on my nerves. I don't like you. Bye. Honey, Mahogany gets up and walks off. For how many times? How many times have Mahogany gotten up and walked off? At least 3. And Ben and his eye still don't get it. I just don't understand. Ben walking around there begging like Keith Sweat, child. Ben, you gotta let it go. Hey, come on. Looks like another love TKO. Put it down below who sings that. Let it go, Ben. I let it go. Let's move on. Let's talk about Jasmine and Juno. They back in Panama. Okay. It's time for Gino to be heading home. Heading home, honey. But see, before he could head home, he had to get Jasmine settled. Okay, Jasmine had a roommate and something happened with the roommate. So Jasmine got her new place and who paying for it? Gino. Gino is paying the rent on Jasmine's apartment. Now, he said money tight. He got to pay for, his bills in the United States, and he has to pay for Jasmine bills in Panama. And he said he's not working. But he does have money in stock. But that's for retirement. He ain't dipping and dabbing in that. And he's not quite sure how he's going to be able to pay, her bills and his bills. And his hat collection. So Jasmine, she says, listen, Gino, it's not really a big deal. It's $700. $700 is nothing. $700? That's pennies. I mean, you are my man. I mean, we are engaged. I mean, I know this ring only costed $2.99. See, I know you bought me this cheap ass ring. You can pay my rent. See, I know that, Gino. Don't play with me. Don't do it. And so Gino said $700 is a whole lot of money. $700 is a lot of money. I'm not just paying your rent. I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that. Everything that comes with the rent. And so Jasmine says, yes, I don't understand what you're saying, okay? That comes with it. See, all that comes with me. I don't know what the big deal is. You're my man. You're supposed to take care of me. Period. See, I can't pay it. Now, Jasmine done set up her and said she got 3 jobs. Jasmine says, I have 3 jobs. And I still can't afford it. What kind of jobs you got, Jasmine? You got 3 jobs and you can't pay your rent? Honey, you need to find you 1 job and pay rent, okay? Maybe you need to find 5 jobs. So Gino is worried about the money. He don't want to dip into that retirement. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't dip into that retirement. That's retirement. You never know what's going to happen. So Gino, he's talking to his uncle, and he's telling his uncle about, the finances and the prenup. Bringing the prenup up to Jasmine. Of all times to bring up a prenup. You wait till now when it's time for you to leave. When you done propose, now you gonna bring up a prenup. So the uncle says, listen, you better talk to her. You need this prenup. This ain't no games. This ain't funny. Take care of your business. Gino said to his ex-wife when they got a divorce that he had to pay out some money. They didn't have a prenup. So it's time for dinner. It's his last night, and baby, here comes Jasmine. Jasmine of all time, bringing up the ex. Gino, I went on the social media, and I look on your ex's page, and I see that she still has your last name. Stop right there, Jasmine. You just now figuring out that she has Gino's last name. You've been stalking this woman's page for how long? And now you just found out that she has Gino's last name. Girl, bye. And Jasmine, you don't need to be calling the ex a B-word. Why are you calling her a B-word? She ain't done nothing to you. Child, she calling her the B-word. Now, Gino is sitting there looking like he done swallowed a canary. Honey, his feet is moving. He's nervous. Jasmine said, F that B. I want that last name gone. I'm not playing with you. Now, she said, now, I know, we done had our knockdown, drag out fights. And see, we good now. But see, tomorrow I may take a knife to your throat. I may kill you tomorrow, Gino. I may slice it from ear to ear. Don't play with me. Gino, you ain't had enough of Jasmine's crazy. So Gino came to his senses, and Gino said, maybe it ain't a good time for me to bring up that prenup. I think the F not, Gino. She out here ranting and raving still about your ex-wife. Don't you break up that prenup. Honey, Gino say, I ain't gonna break up that prenup, child. I don't know how she gonna react. She'll probably flip the F out. Yes, she will. Let's move on. Let's talk about Memphis and Hamza. It's wedding day. Wedding day. Look, out of all these couples, Memphis and Hamza made it work. Made it work, child. They get married. Let's get married. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. Hey, they get married, y'all. And honey, they got the festivities going. They got the tattooing. They got the makeup, the hair, the outfits. Hamza is looking like a whole snack out here, child. Hamza looks good. He looks real good. And guess who showed up? His father. His father and his uncle showed up for the wedding. He was happy about that because we know that Hamza's dad and mom, you know, they had their own issues. But he is there for his son. Now it's time to go off to this wedding. And I will say, Memphis looked good. She looked pretty. But her foundation was a little light. The face didn't match the neck. Okay, I guess they didn't have no Fenty. Okay. But she still looked good. Alright? And it's time to get married. And honey, the man is standing there talking about this and that. And Memphis is like, not understanding. Memphis said, I didn't understand anything they were saying. Do I supposed to have my hands out? What am I supposed to do? Within 10 seconds, the wedding was over. She was like, here comes Hamza kissing her. And she was like, oh, we married? He was like, we're married, baby. She was like, oh, okay. I mean, that was quick. And so they're both happy. The families are happy. They doing all this singing and dancing. And y'all know what I was thinking in the back of my mind. And yes, I know y'all. I know what y'all are saying. Sass, you always thinking about food. I am. You're right. Where was the food? Child, that's what I was looking forward to. I wanted to see the spread. I wanted to see the wedding cake. They didn't have no food at the wedding. They didn't have no cake. I guess, honey, they was up there dancing and when I tell you, I would have been having me a good old time. I would have been like, remix. Let me stop, child. They had them a quick little honeymoon, child. Had them a good old time. And Memphis said she was feeling a little sick. So she went on down to the local pharmacy and got her good old pregnancy test. And guess what, y'all? She pregnant. She pregnant. She said, I got kids. But Hamza wants a child and here I am. So she tells Hamza, Hamza said, you pregnant, you, let me see the stick, you. So he was happy. He was excited. He's going to be a father. And so she tells Hamza's mom and sister, and honey, they was just as excited as Hamza. Listen, I am rooting for Hamza and Memphis. I really am. I think they make a good couple. I think that they can work it out. They married, and honey, they have a baby or getting ready to have a baby or whatever. Good for them. Let's move on. Last and certainly least, Mike and Amina. Now, the last time we seen Mike, he was running through the streets looking like a whole idiot. And as some of you pointed out, looking like Clint 5-star, looking like 5-star, the child just running around looking foolish. Amina has said over and over again, it's over. So here comes Mike back. And Mike says, I'm sorry. I just don't, we've been together for over a year. How could this happen? You don't love me? Amina says that I love you, but I'm not in love with you. It's over. Let me say it again for you. It's over. Let me say it one more time. It's over. So then Mike says, okay, all right. Can I stay at the house tonight? And then tomorrow I'll leave. So Amina was like, okay, yes. Okay, yes. So Mike is heartbroken. Mike is hurt. Mike feels like that he's been used by Amina, that this was all about money. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, Mike? See, I get to the whole, money, using you for money. Because, see, Amina, cracked your face in this episode. All about the money. Okay. So they go back to the house. He done went to bed. The sister is like, what is happening? Even though Amina done tested her before they got into the house and said, look, I done cracked Mike's face. It's going to be a little tension. Don't be saying nothing. So the sister's like, you okay, Mike? Mike said, I'm fine. I just want to go to sleep. So it's the next day and all heck breaks loose. So it's the next morning, child. And Mike had him a good night's sleep. Mike had it in his mind, I ain't going nowhere. See, I pay rent up in here, okay? I'm a boss. I ain't going nowhere. I'm a man. She ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do in the house that I pay rent in. I'm gonna show her. So here comes Amina. Amina was like, morning, here's some coffee. Hurry up and get your stuff. You packed? So Amina said, I got something for you. So she brought out the rings. Here you go. You can have these rings. Now, Mike says, the rings? You don't want to keep the rings in case we work things out? Mike's still talking like a whole idiot. She has told you over and over again, it ain't nothing to work out. So then she was like, no, there's nothing to work out. We're not going to get back together. I don't want you. I don't love you. Get your stuff. Take your feet to the street. Take your size tools and hit the door. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. See, she's telling him all this. So then, Mike was like, well, I think you was just using me for money. Let's not forget, if it wasn't for me paying rent, you and those kids would be out on the street. You just don't know how good you got it. You don't know what a catch I am. When he said that, y'all, I almost peed myself. I said, now I know Mike ain't standing here acting like that he a catch. So she says, see, I was doing all right before you. Don't come up in these cameras and act like you're grown. See, I was doing just fine, me and my boys. And let's not forget how you found me. So that's when I went. Because see, Mike, according to Amina, you found her on the webcam. Because see, Mike said, what type of modeling job you gonna do? On the internet? On the internet? See, he tried to shame her. So she proceeds to say that Mike found her on the webcam. That's how he found her. And she said that he came on the webcam every single day. He was there, just waiting. You quit your job, I'll take care of you. You quit your job, I'll pay for everything. Well, Mike, if that's the case, why are you throwing it up in her face? You are standing there, a so-called grown man, begging and pleading, looking pathetic, sad. Want this woman to take you back after she have told you so many times she don't want you, but yet again, here you are, looking foolish. And then you try to embarrass her, but see, you didn't embarrass her. You embarrassed yourself and everybody that you love. See, she was ready. You wasn't. Did y'all see him going like it? Honey, he done got the cough. Had a little lump in his throat. So then he was like, I'm not leaving. She said, oh, you leaving? He said, I ain't leaving. She said, oh, you leaving? She said, get up out my house, Mike. Get up out my house. I'm not playing with you. So then he's fussing. He goes upstairs and he was like, she is evil. She is conniving and she is a bee. Just a few seconds ago, you wanted to get back with her. Now she's all those things because, see, she done cracked your face. Again, I don't feel a bit sorry for you. So, the sister is there. And the sister's like, what is going on? What's happening? Amina said, I want him out my house. I want him out. He's not staying here. I want him out. So here comes Mike. Mike come talking about, can I stay this one night and tell the boys goodbye in the morning? Amina says, absolutely not. I want you gone. No, absolutely not. And so Mike says, you're being very immature. She said, leave. She said, leave. See, Amina has a whole bunch of patience. See, the first time I tell Mike to leave, he would have left. Somebody else would have came to my house. Is he gone? He upstairs? Let's go handle it. So here is Mike pleading and begging to stay. He done got the cry, snot, fly, telling the sister that he wants to say, bye to the boys and to the, to the mama and the daddy and the uncle and the auntie. And so they are talking. And so Amina says, this is stupid. And so here's Mike. You're stupid. You stupido. And so Amina says, I'm stupid. And so the sister says, wait a minute. No, Mike. She's not calling you stupid. The situation is stupid. And here's Mike. Oh, doing. Meanwhile, the mama done showed up downstairs and the boys are up. Mike, you could have said bye to the mama and the boys. Just like that. So, the sister who's trying to calm this situation down, that got Mike to leave, he's going to come back in the morning and say goodbye to the boys and to her family. Y'all, this is a whole mess. That's it, y'all. I can't talk no more. What did y'all think about the episode? Okay? To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends.